What's up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. For this week, it's going to be a little bit different. It's a two-part video. For the first video, it's going to be a happy dragon versus a upset dragon and all the characteristics that they're trying to tell you. In next week's video, it's going to be on a sick dragon and the extra characteristics that the dragon is trying to tell you. So for a happy dragon, all you need to do is look at them, look at all of their little characteristics, because just like lizards, humans in their stance and the way that they carry themselves will show you how they're feeling, basically. So if you look at a dragon, you need to look at their mouth, their stance, their color is super important. That is something that, of course, humans don't have. You need to pay attention to their arms, if they're stomping or not, because that can mean they're happy or upset, so you need to be sure you know the difference. And also their movement. You need to make sure that their movement isn't super fast and choppy, because if it's fast and choppy and they're dark, then they are upset. Okay, so for looking for a happy or sad dragon, first step, just looking at these guys. They are just chilling. I mean, they're not upset. They seem pretty happy to me. Their color is fine, their beards aren't dark, their limbs are relaxed. Everything about them screams happy dragon. So for an upset dragon, you need to look at quite a few things. They have a lot of different characteristics to show you when they're upset. For example, one of them is flexing your beard and just puffing up, what I call puffing up basically. And here's a video of Nyx to demonstrate that for you. However, this flex right here, you better be careful of, and you have to recognize it, because she's not upset at all. What she's doing is she is puffing up because she wants to be held. So, see, she's looking at me, and she's starting to relax it just a tad. Look at that. Oh. However, I would also like to mention, when it comes to the dragons and their beards, in the morning they will yawn, basically. It's like their morning flex or stretch of their beard. They'll just sit it out. Sometimes they'll hold it for a little while, but it'll never be dark. It'll just be their natural color, and then they'll put it back, yawn, do whatever. It has nothing to do with them being upset, no worries. The next way to tell if your dragon is upset is by looking at the color of their beard. If it is dark, it can mean many different things. It can mean that they are stressed. It can mean that they are mad. It can mean that they are sick. So, or also it can mean that they are trying to suck in more light, because, proven fact, darker colors suck in more light. Now, if the beard is dark and puffing, then they are of course upset. There's no doubts about it. You just have to be sure you can tell. The next topic is something that I like to call the Sassy Quick-Flex of their beard. The one who normally does that for us is Nyx. It's usually when Belly is getting super active and she'll start running towards Nyx, and Nyx sees it as a threat and she'll just puff up real quick, flex out her beard just a little bit, and wait for Belly to stop, and then she'll put it back down. Another characteristic of an upset dragon is what I call the Saggy Eye. Now, every dragon does not have this. However, I've seen it in multiple dragons when they get upset. Belly is the one that models this perfectly for us, and this is her version of a Saggy Eye. I mean, it's really cute. It's sad, but it's cute. And then this is what she normally looks like over here. However, with Nyx, she has a completely different version of that eye, or that look. she doesn't get a saggy eye, her eyes just get wide. A few other things that you want to watch out for is something called the flat back and tummy, and also the little tail flicker. Usually those things go together when they're upset. The flat back, basically, the bearded dragon will turn to the side of the dragon that they are trying to, or being aggressive towards, and they'll be puffed up, their scales will be dark, and they'll put their back towards their, I guess you can call it their opponent, enemy, whatever you want to call it. That's basically so that when the other dragon comes and lunges at them, they can protect their organs. So they put their back out. And that's their like little shield. And their tail will flicker really fast at the end. And if that happens with your dragon, they are basically ready to kill another dragon. They're ready to fight to the death, basically, is what's happening, in the cutest way possible. And then the last two things that I want to bring up to you guys with an upset dragon: the open mouth and hard head bobbing. So with head bobbing, they will bob their heads really hard when they're upset. However, head bobbing does not always mean they're angry. So if it is super hard, then they are upset. If it's just slow, then it can mean many different things, and I'll go over that in the next video. Hard head bobbing also goes with stomping a lot, because if they're bobbing their head really hard and stomping, then yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. They're upset. Now, an open mouth, however, if they are puffed up with an open mouth and super dark, then they are basically like doing their version of baring their teeth like a dog does. However, when their mouth is open, it doesn't always mean they're angry. It can mean many different things, like all their other characteristics. Alright, you guys, and that's all for this week. And for next week, we will have the video of an angry dragon versus the extra characteristics. Thanks so much, and we'll see you guys next week.